Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fat Mascara. I'm Jess.
I'm Jen Sullivan. Hi, everyone. Welcome.
What's going on?
This is a podcast about beauty culture. We do the damn thing every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, we talk about the news, what's going on, a little catch up on our lives. Every Friday, you can come and hear the big interview with somebody who we just wanted to talk to.
An inspiring expert in the beauty culture. I don't know. But yes, we also encourage you to leave us a review on Apple or a comment on Spotify. Just scroll down and you can comment on every episode. That helps us.
We may read it. So
We should do that, actually.
do we have a good one or a bad one? Anyone this week, Jen?
Actually, my favorite bad one, I didn't tell you I was going to read this. I got one this week, and I know I got it, but it was, "Hi, Jen, love the pod, but please calm down." It was after that episode. Remember, we were overtired on a Friday when we were recording, and we were both a little giggly.
I don't remember. No, I have
At a certain point, I said to myself, I was like, you need to stop ranting. I was like wanting setting spray and just getting super into it. So I wrote back to that user and I was like, you know what? You're right. I needed to calm down. I apologize.
You can reply on a
Yes,
review?
on Spotify.
Oh, on Spotify.
Guys, we're building a community. Yeah, I'll reply to you if I post your comment or when you post
I don't think that's going to incentivize people to leave a review, that they might get a reply. iTunes, you can't get a reply. So
you can on iTunes, but I have two new ones to read to you. This one says, "Can't get enough. I love 5 stars. I love this podcast. I've been listening to Fat Mascara for years, and it's my go-to for the best beauty info. Not only are Jess and Jen funny and relatable, but they also have amazing shows, guests, poignant conversations about beauty culture. Appreciate how much research goes into their reporting. Love, love, love." We appreciate you. Sal Pal, thank you. And then another one, Fave New Podcast. This is from Xavier Styles. "Okay, I'm new to the pod world, but I've already watched 3 videos and I love it."
Thank you. So it's worth me putting on a little makeup before we record, is what you're saying.
Yes. As you know, we're audio only, mostly for the full-length podcast, but we do record the video to make social clips, so those are always on our Instagram, @FatMascara.
You know what's funny? I had a nightmare last night that we were actually recording all of our podcasts through video.
and you're categorizing this as a nightmare? Says the person who agreed with Michelle Phan and immediately was like, yeah, we should be live streaming. I love when you and Michelle Phan gangs up on me and we're like, Jen, you need to get into live streaming.
No, it wasn't gang up. I just thought that it would be fun to live stream, I don't know, a trip through Ulta, a trip through Sephora.
A trip through the boxes of makeup at your mom's house.
My favorite thing growing up was, oh my God, that'd be mega. I loved Beavis and Butthead so much, but I didn't like the cartoon part as much as I liked is an understatement. I loved, my brother and I would crack up so hard when they would just watch music videos and it was just the voiceover of them watching current.
I don't know this about you. I didn't know you were Beavis and Butthead fans.
Oh, hysterical. They would just watch I can even recall so many of the music videos they watched. And they would just talk over them and they would say the most random things, but then sometimes they would say what you were thinking. I remember they watched I think they watched Salt and Pepper, What a Man.
My hair inspiration. Yes, I remember.
Oh my God. But you can't get a lot of this stuff on TV because of, I think, the rights or something. Maybe somebody who worked for MTV can tell me. Because I tried to, I remember things they said, and I tried to show them to Jeff because they were so funny, but I can't find the clip.
Oh, I see what you mean. The license is expired on borrowing the Salt and Pepper music video.
Yeah, they Nine Inch Nails Wish. It was a crazy video. They would just scream over it. Oh my God.
Something we learned about Jess Matlin today.
I don't think this is that crazy. They just were hysterical. They would just talk over these videos. It was like Twitch.
Beavis and Butthead, the early live streamers. That's a think piece you need to write for me at the cut.
It's so funny. At me if you totally were there. So funny.
Okay. Or you can comment on Spotify.
Yeah.
See what I did there? Just scroll down and leave a comment to Jess that you love Beavis and Butthead as well.
I might interact.
She might even interact. Okay, so we're back in the swing of things.
I didn't like them as characters. They were mean-spirited.
Yeah, I have a whole yeah.
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 Go on.
Well, they're going to be the inspiration for Jess and my live streaming show, so everybody get ready.
Go on.
Oh, no, wait, so, I'm back. We're back.
Hard pivot. You were just in Paris.
From Beavis and Butthead to Paris. Yes, I went on a reporting journée. I cannot wait to share with everybody. I was invited by Coty on their 120th anniversary to learn about their perfume house. And also there was some new fragrances launching. I met so many perfumers, but I met a historian from Coty. And you know how we always talk about sheep fragrances?
Yeah.
By the way, I spoke with all the French people. I know we don't pronounce it perfectly. You can pronounce it however you want if you're listening. However, it is not chypre. The French do not put the R. They do chypre.
I thought it was just, I thought it was just sheep.
It's just sheep. Chypre. It just has like a air at the end that it gets like the idea of an R, not even, but chypre if you want. You're American if you are, and you can say it like that, or wherever you are from. Anyway, I really dug into those because they've been coming up on the podcast more. So I'm putting together a special segment. I'm thinking of it as like very NPR style. I got audio clips from an immersive experience. I interviewed a bunch of people. So I'm getting that together for us. But in the meantime, I'm now back in New York City and I've been enlightened, I'll say, because it was wonderful. I met a lot of perfume influencers, some who we might have on the show.
And did you come back, like, what was the most memorable moment? Just like distill it, like when 10 years from now, when you think back to this trip, like what's the moment that rocked your world?
Seeing the vintage bottles of perfume in the place where they were made 120 years ago, but fragrances that like eBay could only dream. Like the very first... Like the famous story is that they broke the bottle. I feel like there's an Estee Lauder legend as well. But at Coty, in the Coty store when they were selling perfume, they broke the bottle of perfume so that it smelled up the air and then everybody wanted it. Isn't that also an Estee Lauder story now that I'm saying it out loud?
I don't know.
Like that was a selling tactic early on. Like, oops, it dropped, but then the scent is everywhere. Just hearing about what it was like selling fragrance in Paris, but looking at the vintage ads too.
Love that.
They had stuff from the archives and they're gorgeous, like that Art Deco that's like the Paris subways. You know how they have that?
Yeah.
What is that style? You're the art history major.
Art Nouveau.
Art Nouveau, thank you, with like the floral motifs on the edges.
Yeah.
And the lengthened letters.
Jugendstil.
Yes, that's the vibe. So the ads looked like that and it all just felt like very just Paris at the turn of the 20th century.
Yeah, very cool.
So I love that. Yeah.
And I mean, you were in Paris, so it can't be that bad.
It poured the entire time, of course. I was there 3 days and it rained torrentially nonstop the whole time.
Did you bring good shoes?
I was the only one. Everybody else was like all done up and I was in a full-on Eddie Bauer raincoat and like Doc Marten rubber boots.
I wonder what the eBay market for like old Eddie Bauer's like.
Old Eddie Bauer, not old Coty fragrances?
No, I know because I feel like Eddie Bauer is one of those brands.
Isn't that a random brand? I know. That's what makes my raincoat. I've had it forever and it's just a great raincoat.
Well, that's what I mean. It's a great brand. I feel like that's a great brand. I feel like the old stuff is probably really good.
But now I'm back in New York doing the damn thing.
Awesome. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
It was fun following along.
Rather than me ask about you, since I learned a lot about you already with your Beavis and Butthead
By the way,
story.
it was Shoop. It wasn't What a Man, and that's been sitting with me for a while. Because the commentary was so specific to the lyrics.
Shoop. Oh my gosh, I loved Salt and Pepper.
I don't know if
great. Beavis and Butthead did, but I did.
They enjoyed the video.
Shoop. Oh, could watch that again, but we should probably immerse everyone.
Let's go to the news. Let's go to the news.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Well, after we literally just did the Beavis and Butthead voices to each other for like
and acknowledge the satire of Mike Judge.
Yes.
The satire, okay?
You're welcome that we saved you all from that. So let's get into something much more 2024. Taylor Swift's back at the Chiefs games.
Oh my
right?
God.
This was the story last fall. All of a sudden, red lipstick was hot because Taylor's wearing the Chief colors. Well, get this. Phase It is this company that makes glitter freckles. So she wore these, I guess it was like a week and a half ago now. They're like press-on glitter freckles, really cute. I like how she gets done up and treats it like a lot of people do for the games. $1 million worth of sales happened in the days after she wore these to that football game. I'm telling you about the story because the Phase It Glitter freckles are really cute, and maybe you want to do those for Halloween. I actually think that would be like a really fun thing to do if you don't want to get dressed up, just throw on some glitter freckles. But to me, it's the ability of celebrity to still move product and the speed of the cycle. Like, think about it. She wore them that night already. They started selling. It went from inspiration to trend, the adoption cycle, then to purchase, that now a week later, already $1 million in sales has happened.
Glitter, are they like, because I have not actually tried the product. Like, are they like stickers? Are they like rhinestones? Like, what are they?
It's like a I want to say it's like a temporary tattoo, but it's like a sticker gem. But like they're already in this freckle shape. Do you know what I mean? So you don't have to put them on individually.
Okay.
Like you just lay down a couple of the freckles at once. So it looks like a beautiful smattering constellation.
Okay, so they're not like individual. Okay, so it's like a tattoo.
It's giving Donnie
almost?
Davy. It's giving Celestial. It's giving.
No, I know. I get the aesthetic. I'm just thinking like the actual.
They're like patches, so it makes it like all the freckles appear at once instead of individually, which is also kind of fun and easy, right?
Right.
Whereas I think in the past it was like, okay, I'm going to dot them on and paint them separately, or I'll put in rhinestones with glue. But just the amount, the volume of sales was, I thought, newsworthy.
I mean, that's the power of Taylor Swift, and it's also I love that makeup is now just not. It seems like a bit more creative. It's the Donnie. It's like the
and
Donnie
it speaks
Davy.
to that whimsy you were after, doesn't it? Remember
I'm always
from the
into
Paris
that.
fashion shows. Nothing's more whimsical than a glitter freckle.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like shows that we're not just about eyes, eye makeup, blush, lipstick. I think it's a little bit more creative every year. It's creative is a little bit of a blanket term, but you know what I'm saying.
I do. I love that. Something to keep us inspired as we move into the holidays because, first of all, are we holiday shopping yet? Like, what's your take? Is it time?
So by the time, this air, we record like a couple of days before this airs. Absolutely. I mean, you go into the stores, they're ready for the holidays.
Yeah, I'm an early shopper. I do not like to deal with the last minute stress.
Moda, we launched our holiday shop last week. People don't want to shop. Well, some people do, but like the night before or wait till Black Friday. And they're even they're like Black Friday sales before Black Friday because the economy has gotten more competitive and it's tighter. Everyone is searching for those dollars before Black Friday. People used to wait to Black Friday to make their money. Now they're trying to make their money earlier. So just from a retailer side, the holiday season has to start earlier.
Yeah, I also think just when not on a consumeristic side, but the giving of it all, I like to think about what I'm getting people so it doesn't seem like you're
not like it's dead panicked.
Yeah, and it's not like a last minute. I mean, I love a candle, but here's a candle. I want to put some thought into each one. What am I saying? I love candles, and if someone got me a candle, I'd be thrilled.
I really feel like put some respect on candles.
Why do people disrespect the candle as a holiday gift? It's so true.
Most people are not thrilled to buy themselves a very expensive candle. So if somebody wants to buy me a very expensive candle, like I welcome that.
It doesn't even have to be expensive. It just has to smell good. Anyway, I'm getting off the topic.
What's the news? What's the news item?
Spate came out with their, how they do those like quarterly research reports. You can subscribe and get them, their market research, but they did one for holiday trends, which included what people are searching for, which I think is also helpful if you're giving gifts to anyone, because this is what people are wanting. The big one, of course, tubing mascara. Isn't it hilarious to you that tubing mascara has blown up? 23% year-over-year growth in the search term tubing mascara. A positive 311% more weekly views of tubing mascaras.
Well, this is also part of that J beauty trend that we talked about from Pinterest about a month ago.
It is. I think it's a search term, but I like that they acknowledged in the Spate report that this is not a new product. I mean, when we first launched the podcast, I remember I was loving tubing mascara. There were only a couple at the time. I had discovered them in Japan, but now there's so many. And I don't know, if you know somebody who wants a mascara for the holidays, go tubing. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's still really novel here.
Yeah. Especially that Color Science one that I'm obsessed with, that is both a tubing mascara and a lash enhancer. I talked about it with Garrett. You didn't get to hear my obsession. It really worked. My lashes grew, but it's a tubing mascara, but it doesn't make them itchy. Please see episode 550. Anyway, okay, the other thing that's going to be big, is Preppy skincare. Now, for anybody who doesn't know this, Preppy doesn't mean Preppy anymore. If you're 25 and above, Preppy means something to you. Maybe 30.
I would say if you're 30 35 and above.
Let's ask Jessica Matlin. Jessica Matlin, what does Preppy mean to you?
I would say Ralph Lauren, Abercrombie & Fitch, Connecticut, Preppy Handbook.
Old American, little waspy, rugby shirts.
It's sports.
Socks.
It's clean. I won't say clean living. It's
penny loafers, blazers.
It's blonde. It's manicured lawns.
That's not it. That's not what that means.
White bread, mayonnaise.
Nope. So Preppy is now, to anyone younger, like I was just talking to my friend's daughter. She's just turning 7. No, she's 16 or 17. She's 17. And it's sweet, candy colored. And I was like, do you know the term basic? She's like, yeah, I know basic. I said, is it a little basic? She's like, yeah, it's a little basic. It's not too edgy.
It lacks edge. Yeah.
Lacks edge. It's not fashion forward. So Preppy skincare, if you take the fashion idea of that and equate it to brands for skincare, Bioma, Drunk Elephant, Glow Recipe, Bubble. Do you see the branding of all those?
It's just playful and young and lacks edge.
Yeah. So I was thinking about this because Preppy skincare is like growing. People are searching for it. I think there's even a brand called Preppy Skincare, probably trying to capitalize on the search growth. But everybody who's concerned about tweens and teens using more skincare, I know part of the concern is like, oh, they're too worried about their looks and that they're aging young. I still just want to posit that it's part of this collectible quality. Like they're thinking of skincare the way they think of like scrunchies or squishmallows or water cups, like with the straws. It's a thing to have to help try out a new style and quote unquote aesthetic. You know, it just, you put it on your vanity and it's a look. It's not always because they're like, I need a glycolic acid, you know? Jess isn't buying
I don't know. I think that's...
I was in Sephora the other day shopping and I was really like hovering, trying not to be weird about it and listening to girls that were about 13. And she was picking something up and said, and it was like a glycolic, no, it was a Drunk Elephant product. And she was like, oh, this is the one so-and-so has. It's so cute, isn't it? And her mom's like, you don't need that. And she was like, well, I'm not going to like use it every day. She just wanted it because it was part of her aesthetic she was cultivating. And I was like, also, Mom, don't buy it for her if she's not going to use it. I didn't stick around to see.
You're watching the whole thing play out.
It was hitting too close to home, but for the holidays, Preppy skincare is where it's at, guys. Okay, do you want to go to Science Corner because we haven't been in a while?
Sure, take us.
Okay. There's some more promise for CBD topicals. How many years have we been saying wait and see with cannabidiol in cosmetics?
About a decade.
Has it been a decade? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know cannabidiol, CBD. This is not the THC that gets you high. This is the CBD part of the plant. This is in skincare. It has antioxidant properties. We all know that. So it's a good antioxidant. But more and more, the research is showing it can be both anti-aging and anti-inflammatory. In fact, in everybody's favorite journal, American Journal of Clinical Dermatology, a hot must read, there was a new literature review looking into the last, yeah, you're right, 10 years of research on this. And they found that indeed, products with CBD are anti-aging, even more so when they're put in combination with other ingredients that are anti-inflammatory. So, for example, in one of the studies that's in this literature review, a mixture of CBD and the endocannabinoid-like compound. Okay, guys, I'm going to butcher this one. We're just going to call it PEA, because if you search for it online, it's PEA. But it's N-palmitoyl ethanolamide. Not so bad. Did okay. Those two in combination reduced crow's feet, wrinkle area and volume, fine line wrinkle volume in a study of women 45 to 65 years old. That's just one of the studies that was in this literature review. I can link to it so you can see more. But I have been seeing better products with CBD and better products with all of these ingredients. And I think it might be one of those things like they originally were put in products because, the idea of it and the marketing of putting CBD in, but then the products work, so people keep buying them. Mm-hmm. Like Dieux's Deliverance.
Yeah.
That serum, people love that serum. It has 3 cannabinoids in it. They're encapsulated, so they really get in there. Anti-inflammatory. I think that's a big thing. It's like, think about how it works on your joints. Anti-inflammatory. That can only be good for your skin, right? Anyway, that's what's going on in Science Corner. But it made me think of something else because speaking of Dieux, did you see what's going on? The drama.
Yes,
Dieux?
yeah. I heard about
Is it drama?
Well, I'm saying, I don't know if it's drama. I think it's just, we don't know. Who's to say?
The three co-founders kind of run in the same circles as Jess and I, so we know of them. But one of them, Marta Friedman, posted that she's no longer part of the company as of July, which I think was like a poorly kept secret because I kind of knew this. Did you? You had, I knew she wasn't part of the company day to day, but Reddit is now buzzing with theories about why she left. Rachel Strugatz wrote about it in Puck News, which is always like on the gossip about the beauty industry. And she's just doing her Air Milkshake instead. Do you know about Air Milkshake? Did I tell you about this?
It's the gifting suite. They do.
Yeah.
And it's like a creative agency and gifting suite. So she already had that.
Yes, she already had that. But I guess now this is getting reported in the news because it's like, what's she doing since she left Dieux? Can I just say, I went to Air Milkshake this fall. She did one in New York. My favorite discovery, the pizza cupcake.
What is a pizza cupcake?
That is the brand name, the pizza cupcake. Remember Totono's, like the little pizza rolls? Yeah. Let's picture you and your brother watching Beavis and Butthead. Maybe you had a pizza bagel bite.
Probably a pizza roll.
Pizza roll. Yeah, they were hot.
Yeah.
Okay, make that elevated, make it a croissant-like texture, but with a little bit of chew, with all the pizza goodness sort of encased in top and inside it, about the size of half of a cupcake.
Okay.
But not cakey cupcake, more like a brioche croissant.
Like a cronut?
Give it a cronut, but make it savory.
Okay.
Are you here with me?
Okay.
Dude, they are delicious.
So I guess this is where her energies might be going? I don't know.
No, well, Marta's not making the pizza cupcakes, but she presented them at the...
I thought you meant like this is like her new thing. Like she's also working on pizza cupcakes. No, but she
discovers like little brands and brings them to influencers and journalists. So a lot in the beauty and fashion space, but she happened to also do something on pizza cupcakes. And I was like, these things are amazing.
Well, I'm excited to try the pizza cupcake, and I wish her the best and everyone the best.
Yes, Marta, we wish you the best. That's a little goss. That was like a mini business desk. I sort of co-opted your space.
It's fine.
I know you'll allow it. Last item, got some quirky. This is like my local news segment. You know when I like to do this.
Yeah.
According to Potato News Today.
Oh, yes. I'm not even going to ask how you found this. I do want to know like the path to how you found this item, but it's almost best left unsaid.
You know, everyone, that's why you come to Fat Mascara, because I have my ways of just knowing everything that's going on in the beauty industry and beauty culture at all times, which sometimes leads me to Potato News Today, an actual website where I learned about the creative director of Boho Boco perfumes. His name is Mikhail Gilbert Locke. Guess what he has done? He has created a new scent inspired by, quote, distant memories of trips to Polish vegetable markets in the 1980s.
Wow.
That's right. It is a potato-inspired, because potatoes are obviously a staple crop in the 1980s in Poland. His perfume is inspired by potatoes.
And what does that smell like?
I'm so glad you asked. He said it was actually a challenge to get this, but this is a fine fragrance. There are notes of beetroot, earthy. It smells earthy. Beetroot, golden wheat, pine, and leather. I am down with this. Did you smell Andrea Mack's new fragrance, Coven?
Yes.
Because Coven, I think of you always. I don't know why. I just think of your witchy ways. Like you got like a little witchy vibe in you. And it has that like earthy, wet earth dampness. Yes, it definitely has a so good and minerally. I have not yet gotten a chance to smell the potato perfume, but I imagine it has that same quality. Boho Boco is the name of the fragrance house.
It's not like fried potatoes, right? It's like a root potato.
No, this isn't one of those gimmick. I remember last year everybody was doing the gimmick perfumes. There was the Auntie Anne's pretzel perfume this year already. No, this isn't. He really was. But of course, Potato News Today reporters couldn't help themselves. They saw potatoes and they were like, no, this is for us. This is a potato perfume. So.
Well, I got to say 5 stars for finding this through the Potato Monthly, whatever.
Jess, Potato News Today. We do American Clinical Journal of Dermatology. We do Potato News Today. Fat Mascara has a wide berth of knowledge for its listeners.
I love that. I'll never forget when I worked at Fairchild, and I don't think they, forgive me, fact check me, anyone who's listening. I don't know if they owned this or like an affiliate did, but somehow I got my hands on like a supermarket trade while I was there. I don't believe they owned it, but I was like, oh my God, there's like a supermarket trade magazine. And I like devoured that thing cover to cover. Like I didn't realize that like industries like had their own very serious publications.
Other than the beauty
and fashion. Like,
fashion
I just only thought like
Women's Wear Daily is the only fashion industry has a trade.
Right. But I was like, oh my God, there's a whole article about like frozen
the
goods.
lighting in aisle 7.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just so interesting. Potato news.
Potato news today.
Wow. Whatever will you uncover for us next time? I can't wait.
This is why you have to like and subscribe, everyone. Go ahead, leave and subscribe. You don't know what I'm coming up with next. We'll take a quick break and then let's go raise some wands. Okay, it is time to raise a wand. We have a listener from Philadelphia with a question. Take it away, Kylie.
Hey, Fat Mascara. My name's Kylie. I'm from Philadelphia, and I started listening to your podcast like 3 days ago, and I have binged so much of it. It has been everything I've been missing in my podcast listening routine. So absolutely love you guys. And I am on the hunt for a new shower cap. I recently think I've perfected doing my own at-home blowout with my brand new Dyson. It's been so much fun, but every day when I shower, I feel like I'm struggling so hard to keep my hair actually dry. I use the one from, I think, I'm going to butcher the name of the brand, like Kitsch, the one that they sell like at Ulta, and it's just not doing it for me. I feel like the edges of my hair are still always getting wet. I feel like even though I don't have that much hair, it's hard to fit it all in. And I'm just looking for the best shower cap that like you can have a claw clip under and not worry about your hair getting wet or super messed up in the shower. If you guys have a product recommendation, I would absolutely love to hear it. I'm so excited that I found your guys' podcast, and I hope to hear about this on the pod soon. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.
Shower caps are really important. I'm serious. They are. I'm always amazed. Like I was talking to one of my hair, my hair team. Someone
You walk around with a glam squad.
Someone on my hair team. No, because sometimes I like.
It takes a village to upkeep Jessica.
No, I have somebody who does my color.
I can think of 2. There's the person that cuts and colors. What else you got?
Well, sometimes I need my hair blown out. So I have a girl who comes to do my,
that's true.
who blows my hair out. I'm at home because I can't run and get my hair, you know what I'm saying? So I was talking about this and I was like, oh, well, I don't wash my hair every day, especially if I get my color done or my hair blown out. We're going to get to this later in the show. Like 3 minutes left. And she's like, oh, just put your hair up and like, just keep it out of the water. It was like, with a shower cap. She's like, oh, I don't have a shower cap. I was like, you don't have a shower cap? And she was laughing at me. She's like, you have a shower cap? She's like, what is this, like 1950? And I was like, excuse me, you don't own a shower cap? I've been wearing a shower cap since I was like 4 years old. My mother would put a shower cap on me. What about you?
Same. It was big and pink. I can remember the smell of it.
Yes.
And like Kylie's issue, the edges of it just they were not tight enough. It was like the water would seep in and you'd be like, well, that was pointless. But
there are people who walk among us who don't have shower caps in their homes. They just keep their, as my girl said, she's like, keep your face out of the water.
I think a shower cap is a really useful tool. I'm not going to lie.
Everything's going to get frizzy. Everything's going to get like...
Also, everybody's got these damn rain showers now.
Oh,
like... I go to people's houses to visit. Why does everybody have... Julie and I talked about this. Julie was like, no. When I see a rain shower, there better be a handheld like that I can position to do my body only. Otherwise, you're messing up my hair.
Everything is... No, we need a nice shower cap. My favorite shower cap, I don't think they still make it.
Yeah, we'll get to the answer portion, Kylie. Don't worry.
Okay. No. Do you remember the Bethina shower cap from Benefits?
Yes, it was excellent. It was Benefits. And it really was, it had a lot of volume. Like if you have a lot of hair, which it sounds like Kylie might, like you could get a claw clip in there and then put the cap on over top.
You look like Toadie from Mario Brothers.
Toadie.
You have a big old head.
I see. Yes. So, but that doesn't exist anymore. So what do you use now?
I like the shower caps from the brand Shower Cap, and it's spelled crazy. It's spelled like shower cap. You're going to have to put a lot of S's and H's. It's not search friendly. It's not SEO friendly. I don't know what's going on there, but it's a great brand, and they have all kinds of fun styles, and they wash. I throw them in the washing machine.
and we will be linking to this. It's 3 H's. So if you are like searching, go ahead and put in 3 H's for shower cap and make it one word.
Oh, I didn't get it. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just helping out Kylie because when she goes to search, or like you guys know, you can always go to fatmascara.com or click in the little description and we have links to everything.
Yes.
So Jess likes the shower cap.
I have one and it's lasted me a while. I probably should get another one because I've had mine for a very long time. But when you first get it, it's very glamorous. It's like I don't feel like dorky in it.
I like that. I think this is the Jess and Jen of it all. I'm going to go real practical with mine. Not the most glamorous thing in the world. However, my mother-in-law is obsessed with Wirecutter and the New York Times recommendations and kind of is like ingrained in my head to like check there first when I'm buying stuff. Sometimes they really do the work. And I was like, beauty stuff, I don't need their help.
I don't need their help.
I didn't think so. But they had a really good suggestion for a shower cap and I got it. And the reason it's good, Glow by Day satin lined shower cap. The reason it's good is it has a drawstring on the edge. Think about it. Everybody's heads are different sizes. So like the elastic's either going to be too tight for some, too loose in the water.
No, this is like a little cincher. You can cinch with shower cap.
Oh, yours also has a drawstring.
It's like, it's a little, you can like, you tie it and make it like cute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that is a key for a good shower cap. But anyway, this one's really good. And it's big as, like, if you have a lot of hair, it will fit in there. So that's 2 recommendations for you to check out. We'll put the links in the show notes and fatmascara.com. So if you want to call us, we want you to call us, 646-481-8182. We usually give homework, and I have a little bit of homework for the fam, if you'll indulge me, Jess. So I was thinking about the holidays being here and the holiday gift giving, and I love hearing about gifts that people have gotten that have been really meaningful to them. So I was like, I like to get beauty stuff for people because they expect me to know my stuff. You know what I mean? I want to hear, that was my dog shaking off. Hi, Wolfgang. I want to hear the most meaningful beauty gift you've ever gotten. Call me and tell me about it. I think this will be so lovely to share these, 646-481-8182, to inspire you. I was thinking about this. There's so many throughout my life that have meant a lot to me, often the fragrances, but I was like, that's an easy one. Mm-hmm. The one that wasn't a fragrance when I was like maybe when I was younger and getting into makeup, Aunt Ellen, hi Aunt Ellen, got me my first caboodle.
Oh, that's cool.
I can literally remember where I was standing in my home when I opened it because you know that feeling of like, this person understands me.
That's so cool. Yeah.
When you open a gift and there's no performative quality to your thanks, like you are truly like, wow. And it was me. It was organization. It was neat and tidy and collected all my beauty stuff. It was pink marbleized plastic.
Nice.
I had it for years. It was my best beauty gift.
That's good.
Do you want to wait to share yours? Should we wait? Should you call
my best beauty gift?
Yeah. Or should we just hear what people have to say?
I'm going to think on it for a minute.
Okay. You think on it. But everybody call us, 646-481-8182, or you can always email us a voice memo at info@fatmascara.com. Time to raise wands. What do you got, Jess?
Talking about color and hair. By the way, I said hair team. It really made that really came out funnier than I meant it to. So someone recommended this, and I do love it. So Valerie Joseph has their own line of hair color, and they recommended one of their shampoos. And sometimes salons, they come up with their own line, and they're like, okay, yeah. I actually love their line of shampoos because they smell amazing at the salon. I was like, what is that? And they're like, oh, it's our stuff. But they recommended their color shampoo for me. And the Preserve shampoo is great for anyone who would really, who does color treated hair because it has when I say film, that sounds not so great, but it has, I spoke to Valerie about it. I'm like, why is this so good? Because I did notice an effect.
Wait, there's a Valerie behind Valerie Joseph?
Yeah. It's the owner, the creator of the salons.
Go on.
Yes.
Learn something new every day. Just felt like a beautiful name. Valerie just feels like a beauty name of I would choose that name for my salon name even if there was no Valerie involved.
Oh no, he's the owner. He's the man behind the salons. He's a stylist. So he added this polymer to it that gives your hair that shine. And I noticed that when I use it, my color does have a little extra oomph to it. So it's $40 for the shampoo, and obviously about the same for
Are we talking clear glaze oomph?
It's a glaze. Yeah, it's like a glaze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. Okay.
Anyway, I'm just a fan of the Preserve franchise within this line. So highly recommended for somebody who is quite obsessive about making their color last as long as possible.
Your color has been looking so good. I remember I saw you 2 weeks ago, was it? And it was just like, I don't know how to say this nicely, but like Jess does color her hair, and her hair color has changed for the 10 years I know her, like from the red that you were 10 years ago to the red that you are today. And I looked at you and
it changes
I was
all the time. I'm always going to tweak it.
Or is it like that? Are redheads like the ocean, Jess?
No, I'm just saying I've changed it a lot.
I know, but it reminded me of the red that when I met you, like it was very natural redhead looking. Like it wasn't dark. It wasn't too red. It was just like, looked at like it meant to grow out of your head that way.
You know what I mean? Where did I see you? I'm forgetting where I saw you because I know I've seen you
in person.
Yeah, where were we?
We were. I don't remember, but it was like 2 weeks ago. It was right before I left for Paris.
Okay,
but your hair looked amazing.
Thank you.
And maybe it was this product as well.
Maybe it was the shampoo, the combination, the glaze. Anyway, what's yours?
I am raising a wand to facial serum that's calming for my redness. You know, my derm put me on ivermectin cream. Remember ivermectin from when COVID was happening? There was some thoughts that it might help with that. It's used for other things, but apparently off-label ivermectin cream is supposed to help with rosacea. I don't know if it's helping for me though. So I used that for a month and I was like, well, I'm still red, so cool. Then I started using, and this has been working for me, so I'm going to keep it up. So far, so good. This is like 3 weeks in. Maylove Niatin Calming Serum. So this is a niacinamide serum, which I think of niacinamide.
Yeah.
You like it, Maylove?
People really like. I haven't tried it, but people.
Yeah, because I think it's like it says what it does. Each serum has a targeted thing, like the way serums were originally invented. I just feel like they got way too complicated, and everything was a serum. And this is like you wash your face, you have a moisturizer. In between, whatever your targeted concern is, they have a serum for it. Why am I explaining serums like people don't know what serums are?
Jen, you're gonna crack up.
What?
I remember one of my first stories at Cosmo, this more than 10 years, 11 years ago, was like, what is a serum? That was a real story. Yeah,
because it's also like, then people think of a serum as, oh, that's the formula, the slippery ones that aren't quite a moisturizer. No, to me, a serum is the targeted concerns topical.
That was it. It was like, do you have a problem? A serum can help address it. Like, we have come so far.
We've come so far, but let's not forget the basics is what I'm saying. Like sometimes, especially with irritated rosacea-y skin, pare it back.
You don't need a serum to do everything.
We wash, we moisturize. In between, if we need a serum. So if redness and just like, that reactive skin is your issue, this Maylove Niatin Calming Serum is so good. And I don't think of niacinamide always as a calming, less like decreasing redness. I think of it more for brightening, but I'm wrong about that because then I looked into it and I was like, oh yeah, it helps with that too. Of course, it has other good calming ingredients in as well. But it's one of those serums that you could use before makeup and it doesn't slippy slidey. Like it goes in and it's just like,
you're locked in.
It's exactly what you want a serum to be. Simple, strategic, straightforward, texture that's not going to change the texture of my skin immediately and make it all glossy, slippy. Though if you want that, of course, there's things for that as well. But I don't know. It just made sense to me. And here it is right here. It's like made its way into my
It's part of the rotation.
It's the one in the aqua green label, which feels calming, doesn't it? I want to put it on right now. Raise a wand. Okay. Now it's making me sleepy. I hope I was calmer. Pika Chica, user Pika Chica. Was I calmer?
The other day, I poked myself with a mascara wand in my eyeball.
What?
And my friend was like,
Ow.
you literally raised a wand right into your face. I had to lie down for 30 minutes with an ice on my eye. I thought I scratched my cornea. And I didn't know if I was going to make it to this event that night. But I was laughing, thinking I raised a wand really hard.
Wait, your injury was raising a wand?
Yes, yeah. I'll tell you what I was trying to do. I was trying to separate my lashes with a clean spoolie. I was trying to I was trying to do a clean lash look, guys. Doesn't work.
Not if you stick yourself in the eye with the damn
No, I was
tool.
really trying to get in there and do a really clean,
what I think about
look.
I think about Julia Roberts in a movie she was playing. I think she was playing the publisher of the Washington Times or Washington Post, and I can't remember her name.
I know which one. With Tom Hanks too.
Uh-huh. And so she's doing her makeup, and she's a former beauty queen, maybe this character, and she takes out a safety pin. She puts the mascara on and then uses a safety pin to separate each lash.
That was like a hot thing that people did with the mascara, with the cake mascara.
Yeah. I was talking to my friend Allison. You know how she's a cookbook author?
Yeah.
She was talking about how she always thinks about, I think it's Goodfellas, the movie where they slice the garlic with the razor blade in jail. Okay, so for a lot of people, this is like an iconic movie moment. Like he's sitting there slicing garlic to make this Sunday sauce with a razor blade. My version of that, the beauty version, is Julia Roberts separating her eyelashes with a safety pin. This is what we got to do.
I'm not about to do that after my little incident.
Clearly not.
Yeah, I think I'm happier to have a chunky lash.
Put on your nice, soft shower cap. Just keep everything soft and rounded. Lay down. Get your beauty sleep. Come on back on Friday for a special spooky episode. And we'll see you then.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
It's your reviews and feedback that help us make the podcast even better. Head over to iTunes to rate and review us, or email your thoughts to info@fatmascara.com.
We also want to answer your beauty questions and hear what products you love. To share a Raise the Wand product review or to ask a beauty question, email us at info@fatmascara.
If you send it as a voice memo file, we can even share your voice on the podcast. You can also do that by leaving us a voice message. Our phone number in the United States is 646-481-8182.
Thanks so much for listening.